welcome to Around Kuwait, where we shed the light in the most recent topics and focusing on the trending occasions. I'm your host Abdulatif Lanizi, and today I'm joined with my co-host Hiba. Welcome, Hiba.
Thanks, Abdulatif, and a great welcome to all of the viewers who are watching us today in a new episode of our program Around Kuwait. We're really happy to present for you varieties of headlines, topics, and events that's actually happening here in Kuwait.
So now we will get inside the first topics and headlines for today, where the Kuwait paddle team has the second place in the Paddle Arab Championship. And of course, congratulations on them. They lost against Egyptian in the finals. And now for the second topic.
Yes, and we're going to have the Sadu House offers workshops to learn the waves of Kuwaiti Sadu.
For the third topic, the Kuwait Library opened its doors for the visitors. Finally, a lot of people are excited for this topic also.
Yes, indeed, and I'm very sure that everyone is really eager to know about our topics today, so stay tuned with us.
The Kuwaiti paddle team has made us all proud by their hard work during the match against their opponent. Certainly, they have earned the second place. However, their dedication and determination in the game is something to be proud of. Our national team's hard work has surely paid off, and they managed to achieve a great score. We would also like to support our fellow national teams in all of these sports in the Olympics and remind them that our support for them is continuous, and we will always be here to cheer them on and be proud of them. Our national team for paddle has done a really good job during the game, and their teamwork is something to be acknowledged. Definitely, they have made history and they have honored our country, Kuwait. This was a competition that made them stronger and better. The Kuwaiti national team for the sport of paddle have shown their devotion and importance of teamwork. Hence, they have shown how teamwork certainly makes a difference. They have had a fair play with respect to their opponents and grace in both their victory and defeat. The team has done their best during this match. It was certainly a challenging match. However, our national team has shown their commitment to representing their country through the game. Despite their exceptional performance, our national team has fell short of victory. However, this was assuredly a valuable learning experience for the team, helping them grow and improve for the future competitions. We also dedicate our thanks to the fans that were in the venue for those watching the tournament from afar. We thank them for their support of our national team, as we also wish our national team complete success in the future games and competitions.
Welcome back, our viewers, as we delve into the first topic for today. I'm really excited about it, and congratulations in advance for the Kuwait paddle team for having the second place in the Arab Championship. A lot of people take this news as losing the first place, but for me personally, I think it's winning for the second place.
Yes, well, to me, I always say that it is very important to participate in such championships, and participating is considered as a win because you were, let's say, being there, being part of something very great, having that opportunity to raise Kuwait flag, to be part of it, having everyone to see Kuwait as a team over there is something really remarkable. Winning second place is an achievement, to be honest, because there you go, you got a medal, you're going to work really hard in the next time. But again, this is how games actually and competitions work.
It's a wonderful achievement, and congratulations to our team. And I think that they worked hard for it. They had the support, the necessary support for that. And of course, let's be better, inshallah, for the next time also, where they will continue, keep competing, because as everyone knows, these are not the last championships for the Arab paddle. We have more and more, and of course they can have it for the next time. And also, we are so proud of them. We are cheering them, and we will keep doing that as always.
Yes, indeed, and especially if we're talking about our national team. I mean, for paddle, they work really hard. They did a really great achievement. And again, I mean, you're working with paddle. It's a racket game, you know. You have to run, you have to focus. Though I always say that there is always a second chance in paddle, you know, because you have two ways in actually going back with the ball itself, hitting it itself. So again. it's always about flexibility, time, and how much you can actually achieve. And in the end, it's a very beautiful game, and I'm very sure that everyone's really excited. Winning second place again was something still considered as an achievement, and it's more of a power that will push the Kuwaiti team more to work in a better, let's say, achievement for the future.
I think it's really a better achievement. So also, Hiba, you have a history also, and you're right now, you are also a player for one of the racket sports,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Is that correct?
indeed,
So
indeed.
you know your way with these types of sports.
Yeah. So again, I'm telling you, I mean, playing with rackets is really fun, but at the same time, it needs really effort. Therefore, I'm very sure that everyone is practicing as much as they want. And of course, when you're talking about paddle in general,
Yes.
considering the game itself, I mean, it's really still new here for us in Kuwait. I mean, it actually, let's say, happened within 3 years ago. Everyone got really...
Almost 3 years,
Yes.
but not totally 3 years, because
Yeah,
it started at 2021.
Exactly. So having that said, there are some, let's say, courts that were previously presented in the country, like they were really far away, almost in areas where people weren't able to reach. And then it became more of a trendy thing that everyone wanted to join. The pandemic
Everyone actually tried it.
The pandemic happened. After that, it just went, let's say, viral. And so when it actually happens, seeing such game, being new, participating, winning such position in a championship is considered something really good, to be honest.
It is, and I think that this championship where they have the second place, I think it's really wonderful, and these achievements have made them even more and more stronger, knowing that we started really good in paddle since almost about 3 years.
Yes.
And until now, we have this wonderful achievement. So what we can do in about 10 years or 5 years, I mean, our players can even have and achieve the World Championship. And I think, and I believe personally that they can achieve that because it's not hard on them. We've seen a wonderful work where they are actually having a great job, not only in the Arab Paddle Championship, also in the Asian sports, also as Asian Games. They have actually achieved a wonderful work, wonderful gold medals, and congratulations on them. But when you talked and gave me more information about when the paddle started during the pandemic, a lot of people tried it. I actually tried it, and it was really wonderful sports. I was actually wondering why we didn't start this game before the pandemic.
Yeah, and like we are really known here in Kuwait that we like trendy things. So once
yes.
a game is presented as a trend, which what actually happened with paddle, everyone was really having that attention and wanted to try it, and I think everyone fell in love with it because it's a wonderful game. Talking about paddle national team, the team has been doing a great and amazing job for all of the members themselves, supporting them, providing them with all of the things that they actually need when it comes into practicing, trying to give them courses, even when it comes into having these let's say in the country championships, local championships is something very
We've seen
great.
actually it's going viral.
Yes,
a lot of
yes.
people, it's going trendy. Wherever you go into the social media, you see that these championships are going really viral, especially winter and also in Ramadan.
Yes.
A lot of championships that you can see wherever you go here in Kuwait. You will see a championships for paddle, and a lot of people into it.
Yes.
A long time ago, we didn't know it, we didn't see it. Right now, we have professionals, we have certified coaches and trainers here in Kuwait. They actually had the certificates from Spain, from actually a country that born with paddle.
Yes.
And a lot of people that we see here in Kuwait, they have this wonderful dedication. And when we talk about dedication, we're actually talking about the Kuwait national team for paddle. They have this wonderful dedication. They did actually a really great job, and they were against a hard competitive, which is Egypt. I mean, they are professional with racket sports, especially
Yes.
tennis, squash, and paddle.
Yes.
So they are They are really hot.
Adding to that, speedball. I
Yes.
mean, it is the game that they actually found, and you can see them how they're really fast and very good in using rackets. And in the end, I mean, our team did a really great job, even when it comes into having that kind of a sports spirit, you know, accepting that we won second place, congratulating the first place for the champions themselves. Having that said, the relationship between the team and the different teams that participated is very important to see how good they reflected it, even when it comes into presenting it through social media. I mean, you could see that all presented in it, and it was really something remarkable.
And everyone was actually cheering. I mean, we have this sports spirit, it's really wonderful, especially when it comes, I don't know why, but especially when it comes to the racket sports. Yeah. Also, when we mention about paddle, we actually have a really professional female national team players. And they are doing actually a great job for the golf championship that been set here in Kuwait, and they did a remarkable work. They actually have also this wonderful dedication. I mean, we actually seen a team work with the male and also female champions for paddle. They actually did a wonderful job. They made us proud, and we are proud of them, and we will keep cheering them because they made us proud. Only contribution is actually a contribution for our countries and rising our country's name.
Yes, indeed, and especially if we're talking about women being part of sport. I mean, they are entering the world and they're very, very strong. They're very committed, and they are giving 100% to the team itself. No matter where they are, you can always see that Kuwaiti women, especially if we're talking about women who are really focused and trying to be part of the team, to practice the match itself.
Keep competing.
Exactly. Yes. Having that said, I mean, women are always busy. You know, you can find her as a mother. She is, let's say, a worker. She is a sister.
Too much responsibilities, as you mentioned.
Too much responsibilities that she's facing. And she has to have that balance when it comes into work, family, and again, trying to practice. So they are doing a very great job in trying to balance their life when it comes into that. At the same time, trying to compete with different countries, raising Kuwait flag among all of the flags that are participating, and also gaining that kind of, let's say, position, winning places and medals. So we're really proud of women.
We are really proud of them. And you mentioned the obstacles that they have, the responsibility. It might be an obstacle for many of them because it will actually be against the time that they have to do for training. But even though they actually did a remarkable work. And when we talk about competitions and championships that they have to participate in it, every time they participate, no matter if they won or lost against who, it's actually a contribution to their own growth and for their skills.
Yes.
Yes, exactly, because they are, I mean, I cannot have better skills only if I compete with players that they are better than me.
Yes, indeed.
So this is actually one of the ways, this is actually one of the most ways that they can get some skills.
Yes.
So also when we talk about competitions, every upcoming championships that we see, either in Asia, Gulf countries, or here in Kuwait locally, we will see that we have wonderful players. They are doing a great job, and of course we will keep cheering them.
Yes, indeed, and especially when we were talking about that, the fans are very important when it comes into having and giving the support that the, let's say, athlete need. Because in the end, you're not doing this only for you, but you're doing this for your fans, the ones who love the sport. And here in Kuwait, I mean, we are really, we really have the biggest and amazing supporting fans when it comes into cheering, when it comes into participating. I mean, your family members is one of your fans, your friends, your children, all of the surrounding, everyone who's really into sport and have that kind of great passion, they will always be there and support you, whether it's by being there, seeing you, by supporting you through social media. I mean, fans are very important in each individual sport.
Fans is actually, when you talk about fans and their contribution to the skills and also to the focusing during the game, you should know that even in football, fans is actually one of the most important thing, and that's actually one of the reasons that when you say that a team that go into other countries against that country, so you will see that your opponent fans are even more and more. This actually will contribute against you a lot. So fans is really an important thing that you have to get. But also, when you mentioned that the family members, we've actually seen a wonderful work for the support.
Yes, indeed,
for our
indeed.
team players, and we wish our national team complete success in the future games. And good luck to them, of course.
Yes, indeed. So, of course, being and presenting that, we're going to our report, and then we'll be back.
The Sedu House offers workshops to learn the weave of the Kuwaiti Sedu. The workshop includes learning how to weave in the Kuwaiti way, while also learning about the Kuwaiti culture and traditions. It will also allow the members of the workshop to learn about our country Kuwait and weave the Sedu in a correct way. Many foreigners in Kuwait like and enjoy joining such workshops because it gives them the opportunity to learn and explore about the countries they're living in or currently visiting. In addition, right next to the Sedu house is a long street made out of bricks to appear just like a real Sedu weave. It is very pretty and unique in its own way. Moreover, it also complements the Sedu house as it is worth including different materials and tools. Participants will also be able to actively engage in weaving projects, as it will also be a great chance for locals and foreigners to communicate and share their experiences. As we all know, the benefits of weaving and its effects on one's self, such as relaxation, mindfulness, promoting creativity, and certainly it's a great opportunity for everyone to join and learn our history, culture, and traditions.
Welcome back, our dear viewers, to the second topic for today. The Kuwaiti Sedu House offers our workshops for everyone, to the residents, to the tourists, where they give them the workshops to learn how to do the weaving of Kuwaiti Sedu.
Yes.
It's a really interesting topic.
Yes. You know, I believe one of the most important thing is when we used to see prints on Sedu fabric and everything that is actually included with it, when it comes into cushions, when it comes into all of these amazing details that you actually find, it is said that each and different country actually has their own print. And once a person actually sees that, whether it's the color, the fabric, the way it's presented within the prints and the drawings, it actually resembles different kind of countries. So this is a very interesting fact when it comes into talking about Sedu. Like, people would see it like random, maybe let's say prints, and they wouldn't consider that it actually represents something associated with the country and culture.
It's actually a really good skill to learn more about it, which is the weaving Kuwaiti Sedu. I think it's really important, especially for the tourists, when they come from other countries, they want a souvenir. So they want something to go back to their country. They actually learn something important about Kuwait that they will never forget, which is the weaving of Kuwaiti Sedu. It's really good, and they actually give them these workshops in a really one of the best environments. I mean, if you go inside the Sedu house, it is really offers you the best environment of the Kuwaiti culture. When you go inside, you will feel that you are like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
It's really wonderful.
Especially talking about how the design of the house is actually presented still, even when it comes into feeling the sense of the weather itself, you know, it is really hot outside, but when you enter the Sedu house with the texture itself and how it's actually designed as an old traditional Kuwaiti home.
Full of antiques,
yes,
full of
and
Sedus,
still having that authentic sense of having the front yard in the middle of the house, having the all surrounding looking towards the center, and having that all of that sense of air in the natural air aside is very important. But in the end, it is one of the places that foreigners actually do enter the place itself to learn more about weaving, to learn more about what is actually Sadu, what do we how did we actually live in such homes. Having that said, and having all of these authentic, important things to educate foreigners, the ones who are really into history and wanting to know more about the country that they're living in, and not only living,
Exactly.
but also exploring. We are all together living in a GCC country, but in the end, each, as we said in the beginning, each country has their own prints, has their own type of tradition, and it's very beautiful to have such place to represent them for the ones who really wants to learn.
In addition to that, you will see actually a street alongside the Soto house. It's made of bricks with different colors. It will give you it's like almost painted of a Soto, a street made of Soto.
Yes.
It is really wonderful place. If you go look up to it in the social media, if you see it, it is really magical place. It will give the opportunity to a lot of people, especially tourists, where they have this wonderful experience to communicate and to connect with our culture and also tradition. Having that said, if you go inside the Soto house, you will see the wonderful vibes that they will never forget. For me personally, I didn't know that we have such a places here in Kuwait right now, and you will see that our Kuwaiti mothers and fathers, you will see them there giving them the good being as they are good hostess. You will see this wonderful antiques, you will see these paintings that represents the Kuwaiti culture in a tremendous way. I loved it so much, and if you go there, and I actually advise a lot of people who had come here to Kuwait or who are planning to come here, they should. One of the perfect and best places that they should go to is the Soto house. And after that, they should go to a places which is also being said #1 destinations to the tourists, which is also in Barkia market, and it's also not that far from it. So they will have the perfect traditional experience for them here in Kuwait.
Yeah.
I actually went to it many times. They start on occasions and events also, painting events, competitions there that will represent the cultural Kuwaiti talents and host and put the light on it. They start usually from October or November, the whole winter, which is really something wonderful. And I advise a lot of people to go there, especially in winter. It's really lovely vibes.
Yes, and seeing the place itself, seeing how beautiful it is, we've seen so many women working in Sadu House trying to combine today's culture, today's youth with the old traditional generation and their thoughts. And there are some women working in Sadu House trying to combine the two, let's say, different generation gap that actually happens between, let's say, the 60s and the 2000s, and trying to make it really more of something associated and related towards nowadays.
Trying to create the
Yes,
connection with it.
trying to add some new prints to the Sadu itself, trying to add Sadu in certain, let's say, outfits, so that they could actually feel they are connected to the tradition, they are connected to the past, but yet again it is more modernized for them.
When you talked about the outfits, you actually reached something inside my heart that I love the most, which is the traditional outfits for Kuwait here. It is really lovely. It is really wonderful. When you talk about the colors that they usually go with the outfits, what they call, I think it's dara.
Yes,
right?
a thobe, yes.
A thobe also. It's really wonderful. So when we talk about that, we have to talk about other places also that considered among the Sadu House, one of the perfect destinations for every tourist who wants to come to here Kuwait and try to visit these places. Also talking about Mubarkia Market. It's one of the best places that you can go here, Kuwait, especially in winter. I mean, you can see the perfect restaurants, the perfect markets inside it, the shops, all of it being presented in a traditional, cultural way that will give you the perfect vibes, where you can have this feeling that you are in a heart full of place, heart full of love.
Yes.
So I really go to it, and it's actually one of my favorite places, especially in winter.
Yes.
I should go there, go in one of the restaurants, sit in the outside, and you will see many of the tourists, they come and they have the same experience as with the residential here. It is lovely vibes.
Yep.
So, but when we talk about that, I would love to ask you, Hiba, do you usually go to Mubarkia Market, especially in winter?
I always go to Mbarkia Market even in summer.
Even in summer?
Yes,
It's a little bit more hot.
Like if you take my picture and just show them to anyone who works there, you'll be like, she's always here every weekend with the family, enjoying the heat. I mean, no matter what, there are always, let's say, something will help you in Barkia. You can always find the fans that could, let's say, loosen up the weather a little bit for you to make it more
Yes.
humid.
You actually find that.
In the end, if you like Limbarkia, you are going to always have an excuse to go there. I mean, I go there to buy a traditional sweet, you know, trying to go there to buy gold, go there to buy, let's say, any kind of things that is actually associated to tradition, but at the same time, you could actually easily find it there. I mean,
Whatever
even,
they want, actually, they can find it there.
If we are going back to school now, we have lots of things that is related to tradition. So you need to buy supplies for school, especially for the kids, you know, something to represent traditional Kuwait. So you are going to Mbarkia to find such things, which is really easy to find.
Yes, everything. They've been organized in a perfect way that will help them.
Yes.
Also, there's actually a good thing, a good passive when you have it, and when you say about it in Mubarkia, which is they actually keep up with the up-to-date events. So when it comes to winter, when it comes that there are maybe an occasions, let's say for a chance opening a new entertainment spots, you will see the perfect outfits and clothes. You will see that they are selling in Mubarkia. Not only that, the perfect prices. Everyone can go. No matter if you're rich, if you have a lot of money or you don't, you can go there. You can buy a lot of things for yourself, for the family, for the loved ones. You can talk about good places for kids. There are playgrounds. Good places for the elders. You can find the perfect coffee shops for them that will always remind them for the perfect time, the 80s, the 70s about Kuwait.
Yes,
I actually
indeed.
always taking my grandma over there. She loves to go there every Friday.
Yes.
I don't know why, but every Friday she tells me, Abdul Latif, I want to go there. And she see people there, she see kids. I mean, she's also generous. She takes with her a lot of traditional candy. So she take it with her, so she give it a lot of people there. You will see the good communicating. When you talk to them, they will tell you lovely stories. You will see also they are talking to the tourists. Arab tourists who can speak Arabic, of course, or you can see them, some of them, they can actually talk English. So you will see a perfect storytelling. You can shop, you can have a perfect meal there. I mean, it is one of the best places, and it will always be one of the best places when I talk about Mubarkia Market.
Indeed, indeed, I totally agree with you on that. Now, you said something about coffee shop. You know, in Sadu House, there is actually a coffee shop that goes with the vibe of the place itself. Yeah, you could,
I didn't know that.
You could actually go and enjoy your own space of coffee and just enjoy the beautiful space that is actually associated with the Sadu House. Therefore, you can enjoy doing what you want, and sometimes you don't need to enter the Sadu House itself, because it is actually in the beginning of the Sadu House, like in the middle of Al-Hosh, as they say.
Yes.
You can just buy your coffee and just enjoy the beautiful view that you actually have when it comes into that. Aside to that, having these workshops in the Sadu House, it is actually available for all kind of age. It is very appropriate for everyone, men, women, kids. Everyone is welcome to join Sadu House workshop and to learn. But I think the most important thing is to always look for the workshop that is actually available and provided by their social media platform.
Yes.
Trying to know what fits you, what is really great. You know, there's lots of volunteering works that they actually do in order for them to help the ones in need, especially the circumstances that previously happened to different kind of countries, earthquakes and etc. of tragedies that actually happened. They did some kind of workshops to try to sue as much as they can for, let's say, gloves, hats, whatever they can actually sue with their hands, and to donate them for the ones they need. Therefore, it is a beautiful community they are provided for the ones who are living here in Kuwait, the ones who are coming here as a visit to see such a beautiful place as a center, presenting for everyone volunteering work, trying to educate children to donate and to help people without taking anything in return is something very beautiful and amazing, to be
It's
honest.
actually providing the good morals where they can
Yes.
actually need it for the kids. Yeah, it is. And also you mentioned a good point, which is trying to give them the skills for how to sew and sewing. So after that, they give it and donate it. Well, actually, when you talked about that, I immediately remembered the past strategies that have been happening around the Middle East. And fortunately, we have here volunteer works that they are providing a wonderful work. So about the workshops, and it actually gives the foreigners a chance to communicate with our culture.
Yes.
I mean, it is a good.
It's a good
good
cause
workshops
and
and good
a
cause,
very
yes.
great, amazing workshop. So
And even in the same way, also they take what they actually did
yeah,
and they donate it. So it is perfect experience.
Indeed,
Everyone can
indeed.
win with it.
I couldn't
Yeah.
agree more on that. With that, dear viewers, we're going to head to see the report and then we'll be back.
Kuwait National Library opens its doors to the public and is ready to welcome everyone planning to enjoy some quiet time to read and study. Kuwait National Library offers many books in both languages, Arabic and English, that you can feel free to read in the library. It is a very quiet place for anyone who would like to have the opportunity to read and write silently. The National Library opens its doors on weekdays during morning time starting from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and the entry for the library is free of charge. The library is huge with a wide variety of different books that you can select from. Certainly, it makes us happy and proud to see such thing in our country Kuwait, where people can enjoy spending their time in different ways. Moreover, the National Library is committed to welcoming all members of the public while having a wide variety of books to offer to them in order to give them the full experience. For books, the library includes many of them, such as journals, newspapers, digital resources, and special collections. In the library, many available reading spaces are offered, ranging from quiet reading and working rooms to collaborative workspaces. In addition, the library also includes cultural books, making it a hub for intellectual and cultural activities. The National Library also holds and conducts educational workshops and seminars to promote learning. Hence, the National Library of Kuwait also contributes to the promotion of the nation's culture and heritage, sharing wide knowledge about our beloved country Kuwait. The building is designed in a unique way. It is a huge library with 3 floors and amazing architectural features. Having a library as such makes us glad and proud to have it and that it's open and available to the public.
Welcome back, our dear viewers, as we continue our episode with the third topic for today, which is the Kuwait Library opening doors for the public. Interesting topic. Let's delve into it right now, Heba. So what do you think about this news?
So talking about the National Library of Kuwait, one of the beautiful places that is actually provided for everyone, and now there's an opportunity that it actually opens the doors for everyone who wants to read, whether it's an Arabic book, English book. I mean, it's an opportunity for the ones who likes to read. Aside to that, one of the most important thing is that you can actually find very important educational rare books associated in this National Library.
Exactly.
I mean, it's an opportunity for everyone. If you are a person who is working on your master's degree, PhD, a student
Or maybe
who,
just reading, who wants to
Yes.
gather some information. They can
Yes.
find it there. And I heard that there are different types of books, rare books, as you mentioned, and thank you for that. Thank you for reminding me of that. That they can only find it in the Kuwait Library. I actually, when I studied in Saudi Arabia, I've heard many times that they are cool, that they are my professors. They were asking me, Abdul Latif, there are books I couldn't find it only in Kuwait. Only in Kuwait. He says, please, if it's open, please, if you can go and send me some of the books that you have there. They actually named, they had the name of it, wonderful books. But when you talk about this facility, It's almost a three-floor facility, really quiet place, a good experience, perfect experience for everyone who can go there and try it, either if you're studying or you're just reading.
Yeah.
But it comes also with a good place, with back to school, everyone is back, so.
Yes, indeed. And especially that when you're talking about the place, I mean, it's very quiet, it's very spacious, and it gives you that sense of, you know, inspirational, that you could actually just sit and open the book and just read. And it is really amazing, especially when it comes into having that time and opportunity to actually spend your time reading something very important. Educate yourself when it comes
Which is
into
important
that
and
matter.
good.
Yes.
Yes. Also, I actually was shocked about one of the facts that we have here in Kuwait, that we have a lot of readers. We have a lot of readers. We have actually a big community of readers that love to read for fun, and they can educate themselves. I mean, it is really wonderful thing to know about our community. But we have to know a couple informations more.
Yeah.
It's open during the weekdays from 8 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. and the entry of the library is actually free, so there are no costs. If you love science, if you want to have more education, if you love to have more and more information, it is the perfect place for you. If you can go and you can go there. I actually was waiting for it to open personally, because I'm working on a project, a special project for me personally. So I was trying to get the information, and there are some books that it's really rare to find. So when I heard that it's open right now, today I actually learned about that, I'm going.
Yes, it is one of the opportunities that you could actually always keep in consideration. I mean, it is one of the most beautiful places. I've been there, and it's an amazing place. I mean, it's very quiet, beautiful, and it's very good environment for educators and learners if they want to go and just have a space for them in order for them to read, learn. I mean, their own books. Like, you don't really have to be there in order for you to read a certain book over there, but even for you to study when it comes into that. And to me, I always find it really amusing that trying to explore that kind of experience, going to the library, trying to find the book in certain
Searching for the
category,
book is
and
perfect.
how is actually presented.
Yes.
Because when the book is actually being presented in the shelves itself, it is very complicated for a person to actually go and just find what they need. I mean, you have to look up for it, try to know in which order they kept the book, whether it's in an A alphabet in Arabic, or it's with the B alphabet. Okay, is it the second or the third edition? Is it the one that is printed in certain
They can find all the information, right?
Yeah, but
you really try to
searching for it through the shelves itself, like, it is really challenging. That's why it's very interesting for a person to actually go and experience that.
Yeah, it is good experience, and we are actually really happy about our country because providing and opening the Kuwait Library is actually a proud moment of all of us, that we have it here in our country. I mean, we talk about a national library. We talk about our library that is for everyone, open, literally open, everyone. So whatever you are working on, however you are working on, you can go there for free, have this wonderful experience. And also, I mean, when you talk about the variety of shelves of the book there, the different topics that everyone can go there and can enjoy. And you also mentioned something, that it is one of the ways, one of the really proud ways that you can go and spend your time. I mean, I'm really proud of our country, where we come to a moment you can find many entertainment facilities all over our country. Not only that, educational facilities. So the Kuwait Library opened its doors for everyone. It is really a proud moment. I'm actually loving it. So I'm going there, definitely. I'm trying to have our work done over there, yeah. So you're planning to go there in the next maybe weeks?
Yeah, why not? If I find the time and the right, let's say, partner with me, it would be such a great opportunity. I mean, again, this is something that is actually presented. Everyone should be really eager to see and enjoy and experience that kind of a great experience, going there, searching for books, trying to find knowledge, and try to maybe, let's say, evaluate what is actually there when it comes into presenting the books itself, because we've seen so many challenges when it comes into that. People are really trying to find certain books, trying to find certain topics. You know,
They cannot find it.
we always have that kind of conflict of argument, like, is this right or is this wrong in certain kind of matters. So trying to find the answers in books, trying to compare, trying to have comparative situations is very beautiful and amazing. I mean, the internet is there. You can find everything that you need through, let's say, a click of a button. But driving by your car, parking in the spacious parking lot that is actually associated with the National Library of Kuwait, having the experience of giving your ID. By the way,
inside
they keep your ID in the security place until you go out. So lots of an amazing experience you're going to have. You know that sense when you enter an area that you don't know how to feel about it, like, should I go right or should I go left? Should I go up? Should I go, like, stay in the ground floor? Like, where should I go? Where do I start? I mean, that sense of being so not knowing where to go is very beautiful, and a person should actually experience it.
It also has different resources of knowledge. I mean, you can find journals, you can find digital resources, newspapers, and also special collections. So it's not only books over there. I mean, everything you want to find that has the thing that called knowledge or information, they can find it over there, which is something really wonderful. So we also, when we talk about that, we mentioned the special parking space that everyone can go. It's actually a perfect way to go and study. So because a lot of people, they're afraid of the parking something.
Yes.
So also, we've actually facing a little bit of a problem at the in the past few years, where we found that a lot of our students, they don't have the space for them to to study and take some informations, getting ready for their exams. Unfortunately, they go to many of coffee shops. They spend a lot of money trying to buy their coffee, trying to buy their snacks, just to sit in a quiet. And also, not always it's a quiet there. So right now, as it said, Kuwait Library is open, the national, so you can go there, have your experience over there. It's not only a space that you can go and learn, it's actually a space where you can go even and enjoy learning. I mean, it is something wonderful that I'm actually a little bit jealous. It wasn't open a long time ago. Yeah.
Well, yeah. In the end, I mean, it is actually provided for me. I always see it like it is in the right time for the right people to actually have that time and experience when it comes into that matter. Having that said, and as you just highlighted at the beginning, we have a very great community of readers who would like to read and enjoy. It's not always fun to read something new, maybe reading something historical, reading something that is associated with a certain time is very amusing. Looking how having that experience of reading a book from a certain view for a certain writer at a certain time, at a certain concept is very remarkable. Having that experience, especially for the ones who really love to read, is something very important for them to enjoy. You know, we live in a very fast-paced time and zone. I think we should really slow down and try to read something very authentic and we don't want to say vintage because it's not that old, but yet having that amazing, beautiful experience of comparing between how writers used to be, how writers used to write at that time, and with our writers nowadays, and to see that
during
beautiful,
these days, exactly.
Yes, diversity and so on.
So our episode almost ending. So let's wrap everything that we had for today. Let's go back in conclusion. In a fast way for the first topic, where we talked about the Kuwait paddle team took the second place in the Arab Championship for paddle. Congratulations on winning the second place. It's actually winning, not losing the first place. Congratulations on them and hard luck for the next time. And of course, we will keep cheering them forever.
Yes, indeed. And of course, I'd like to also congratulate Egypt on winning for the championship itself. And of course, continuing on the second news that we actually had, we talked about the Sadu House and the workshops that they've been presenting for the audience.
Of course, these workshops are really perfect, increasing the connections between our tourists and everyone who comes to Kuwait, having this wonderful experience, learning how to weave for the Kuwaiti Sadu. It is really good experience, and thank you for them. The third topic for today, which is the Kuwait National Library open its doors for the public, so everyone can go and enjoy having the experience over there, which is really wonderful.
Yes, indeed. And as we reach towards the end, always remember to find a beautiful sport that you could actually enjoy practicing, and maybe you would be a champion in it. And always remember to learn something new. Try to go to Studio House and find a new workshop, especially when it comes into weaving. I mean, weaving is one of the beautiful, beautiful things that you actually could learn. And finally,
tremendous experience, actually.
And
finally, for the Kuwait National Library, where we talked about the library opening doors for the public and for everyone can go, having this wonderful experience as the school is back, college is back. If you have a problem with where to study, you can actually go and study over there. You can have this wonderful experience and also a variety of books, a variety of topics that you can find over there. Not only books and newspaper, journals, digital resources, so everything is over there. And I think it's really wonderful.
Yes, that's our episode for today. Hopefully everyone enjoyed watching us, and join us again in different episodes.
And goodbye for now.